Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Nimithrander, and we pick up in Genshin Impact right where we left off. It's time that we spoke to Mavwika concerning the captain and his intentions. See if she knows what he's up to. And find out whether or not she knows what's up with Citlali. Why the captain was after her specifically. Could it simply be her connection to the Night Kingdom and spirits, perhaps? We'll see.
Marika!
Traveler, Paimon Citlali. Perfect timing. I've located the captain.
Really? That's great! We also just took a peek at Auroran's memories and discovered something huge! All with his granny's permission, of course. Or no, actually it was...
Calm down, Paimon. I'll take it from here.
Yes, good luck explaining this.
So the captain was searching for the source mechanism to reconstruct the ley lines. If his plan is already in motion, that means he knows exactly how to accomplish his goal. We have to stop him.
Is reconstructing the ley lines a bad thing?
Yes. It's not a simple fix. It would mean sacrificing nearly everything contained within the current ley lines, very similar to the price of using a gnosis. If he activates the mechanism, it's all over. We need to mobilize our forces as soon as possible.
On the one hand, the price would be the same. What I would ask, however, is whether or not his method has a longer, life expectancy. After all, one of the reasons you did not wish to use the Gnosis was that the barrier you would create using the souls of the dead would be a temporary fix. A grim sacrifice, and one that would not end the actual problem permanently. However, if the captain's method could end it permanently, that might be worthy of consideration. At least if I had to choose between these two terrible options, whichever one at least provides a more permanent solution, I'd have to choose that. Mind you, not exactly keen on sacrificing the souls of the dead. Quite a thing to ask of those already deceased, after all. So, I would avoid that if I could, but... I suppose this means that I would have to stop the captain now. So I'm in agreement there. I'm simply considering possibilities. Hopefully we can avoid the sacrifice entirely. But which one would be more effective, I wonder?
But what forces do we have?
Kanich, Shilonen, you two, and myself. All other warriors are working to push back the Abyss on the front lines.
But that's barely any people! Not to mention you lost your power, and they've got the captain on their side! Oh, maybe we really should get Citlali to break Auroran's legs.
That won't help us with the captain, I'm afraid. In any case, the Masters of the Nightwind are in urgent need of manpower. Citlali, I was hoping you could head back and help defend the tribe.
All right. I understand where I'm needed. I'll head out right away.
And removing any possibility that we get to play as Citlali during this quest. And also further diminishing our manpower, Mavwika.
Don't worry about your grandson. We'll figure something out for sure.
I'll leave him to you all then.
All right, back to the matter at hand. I don't believe defeating the captain needs to be our ultimate goal. Let me grab Shilonen and Kanich, then I'll tell you my idea.
And now for sight.
As you all know, Auroron is working with the captain and we need to stop their plan. The captain is a formidable opponent, but that shouldn't deter us. In any case, a head-on confrontation isn't the best way to solve the issue. Their plan hinges entirely on a single element, the source mechanism. If we leverage our forces, we can destroy it, and then success is ours.
But we also eliminate any chance of using it. Like I said, I have to consider, as the captain has considered, the ultimate sacrifice, and the actual outcome of all this. Whether the sacrifice is needed has yet to be determined, but the true magnitude of the sacrifice might still be contested. Well, we shall do what we can.
We'll head out together. In the event that a confrontation becomes inevitable, I'll stall the captain while you advance.
Yes, time for silence again.
I agree with Kanich. The two of us can handle it.
The two of you can handle the captain? Not to, belittle either of you, but the Pyro Archon barely came out on top in her fight with him. So the only chance you've got is that he might still be injured.
Listen to my plan first. Kanich, I want you and Ahau to launch an assault from the front and break through the Fatui defenses. The captain won't be on the front lines. As a seasoned warrior, he'll be stationed in close proximity to the device to ensure its protection. No. The purpose of the frontal assault is to gather the Fatui forces in one place. That way, it's easier for the rest of us to avoid them. Shilonen, I need you to do what your tribe does best, and dig a tunnel from the outskirts of the ruin. Once we get close to the device, we just need to destroy it. Exactly. The Traveler and I will join her as well. No one can create a distraction better than you, Kanich, not even myself. By combining our strengths, we just might manage to break through the captain's defenses.
Understood. Then we should, head out now. Just promise us you won't do anything reckless. You cannot face the captain straight on unless you have no other choice. You mean everything to us. Losing you would be the worst possible outcome.
I'll also try my best to not let things get to that point. I'll fight the captain myself if it comes to it.
Thank you, everyone. You have my word. I'll proceed with caution.
The rainbow destined to burn. Alright. Well, we have a battle plan. If only Nouvelette could actually come here and help. I imagine he would be able to face the captain one-on-one. After all, Nouvelette is one of the most powerful beings in Tivat at the moment, as far as I understand it. So if anyone could fight someone on par with an Archon and win, I do believe it would be Nouvelette. Quite a trek we're gonna have to go on. Okay, looks like the fastest way might be from this cliff here. Okay. Yep. Gliding didn't. Gliding silently for some reason. Oh. Well, that's Varkaro, isn't it? Hello there, little guy. Oh, I think we've wandered into another side story with our little Thorian friend. Maybe I'll catch myself another travel guide. Then why don't you get involved too, Paimon? How about you do the fishing this time, Paimon? All for poor old Varkaro, eh? Now that you mention it, there is quite a lot of debris out there. Okay. They want us to clean the place up, huh? Looks like we're going to need the Kaholosaur. Cryo slime. Oh, I'm doing no damage to it. Oh well. I don't see your fishing rod. Unless that's it there. Yeah, okay, I guess that's a fishing rod, yep. It won't be long, trust me, just stay cool. If you make a lot of noise, you'll scare the fish away. Quite the analogy, that. You've got it, you've got it. You seem to be able to catch anything but fish. Oh, a letter. Note in a drift bottle. There are pieces of paper scattered in the bottle. They seem to be messages between two people, one responding to the other. One person's handwriting is sloppy, and the other's script is composed. Sloppy handwriting. My dear friend, you know who is in my household is being really strict, so I'll leave the fishing gear with you for now. Next time we go fishing, let's set up a time and I'll make an excuse to sneak out. Remember, do not come to the door and ask for me. Composed handwriting. Message received. Sloppy handwriting. Tomorrow morning, the usual spot. I've already set out the bait. Composed handwriting. Message received. Sloppy handwriting. My dear friend, forgive me. I'm getting a bit old and my vision's getting dim. Yesterday, I even forgot the way home, and had to have someone ask you to come to the Golden Dusk and pick me up. After all, I can't let anyone in my family know about us fishing. Alas, people are so silly. Composed handwriting. So you really forgot the way. And it wasn't that you just wanted to show me the giant fish you caught, right? Composed handwriting. You really forgot the way, right? The rest of the papers are soaked and are completely illegible. It's a very interesting thing that the replies initially were simply message received. It almost makes me think that Catherine was the composed writer. Hmm. Probably a Kaholosaur, given our luck. That's right. You big lump, up you come. Oh, is that it? Oh, and now we're a Kaholosaur going after it. Oh, I thought I would hit it and catch it, but looks like that'll do. Not really. Great job, Paimon. You're in charge of fishing from here on out. She might have got the catch for me if we'd come to this earlier. Okay, 20 primos, not bad. Now then, let's get back to the actual plot, shall we? Let's see, where is the entrance? Above us, perhaps? Oh, is it all the way up there?
Bring it!
In which case, we'll need Shilonen to get up there again quickly. Oh, there it is.
All right, this is the place. Their tunnel must be behind that gathering of Fatui guards.
Oh, I see. I was wondering why that was the location they wanted me to get to. We are overlooking the entrance rather than actually
Any
at
of the nearby
entrance.
mountains
All right.
could be a good infiltration point, but if we want to stay under the radar, we should approach from the side.
There are only a few Fatui stationed around the perimeter. We should take care of them first so they can't alert anyone.
Okay. Don't have Kanich, so we'll have to go Yumkasor Express. Nope. No. Okay, made it. Some Pyro supplies. Hold on.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
Well, there's another chest up here. Oh, wonderful. We'll need an archer for this. Lucky me, I do have Ganyu. Oh, Yelon works too. Although really, all you would need is Amber, considering all we're doing is sniping. Single targets.
Easy money.
There we go. Let's see. Let's go back to the original party. Probably gonna regret that in a second if there's another archery challenge. Okay. Nope, not archery. Pyro particle collection. Okay.
I'm keeping a lookout. Don't worry, there's no ambush.
There is a bit more treasure, however. Haven't quite got Shilonen to level 90 yet. Still need a few materials. And a fair bit more in the way of Mora. Okay. Looks like guards to deal with. Of the ice variety.
All right.
Ooh, the ice is gonna be trouble.
What do you think, Shilonen? Is this a good spot?
Yeah, looks good. We'll take it from here.
I can see the inside!
Perfect. We'll keep going. The rest of you should head back. Things are about to get dangerous.
So much for
All
being
right.
as quietly
Please,
as possible.
take care.
Shouting like that. let's head on in. Remnants of the secret source. A dragon ruin from antiquity. Within it are hidden large devices that can affect the ley lines. You must make every second count if the Captain and Auroron's radical plan is to be stopped. Yep, I think this ought to suffice. I heard rumors that Mawika will be playable at some stage, though I forget whether that was 5.2 or 3 that rumor was for. And rumors will be rumors.
Fatui wouldn't concentrate all their forces in one place. There's sure to be guards on the inside, so stay sharp.
Oh, nice job smashing those rocks, Mawika. You look super cool.
Ah, that was some expert level rock clearing, even by my tribe standards.
Since we're indoors, or rather in a domain, we're not going to be hearing any of the unique dialogue for opening chests from any cast member.
That must be the Fatui tunnel over there. We should steer clear and approach from the side.
Very well, there seems to be a path around this way. I wonder what Neuvillette would make of this place. Being a dragon ruin, after all.
Your dues. Settle down.
Showing you there!
Killjoy.
That's big enough.
You can't run. Silence. Can't run from dead. Worm.
Five primos. Unusually generous around here.
This spell is from the
something's
Masters of the
glowing.
Nightwind. It's Auroron's doing. They're probably trying to buy time.
It said rotate the device to complete the image. And yet the path is open even though I did
These wheels are
nothing.
relics from ancient times. We should try to
Unless
restore
this
them.
is what they were
These
referring
mechanisms
to.
probably control that wheel, right? Let's give them a try.
I see, so it's just gonna keep spinning until I stop it. Guess that's not where they want it stopped. Oh. Okay, that's way too small. Oh, hold on. Kinda looks a little bit like a bird. Okay, I'm going to need a bit more to go on. Or rather, I'm going to need more. Okay. Okay. It's kind of the right shape already. Oh, I see. Going to be a bit of a battle to get access to this last one.
Strike up.
All right. Let the mountain's veins boil!
Yep, I haven't even really had the chance to upgrade Shilonen's burst yet. But it's already recovering a decent amount. Okay. Again, the image is too small. No. Yeah. Okay. That's close. The view hint button should not be the first option for this. Okay, am I just... Again with the view hint. It looks about right. Am I just... Let's see, is there another device I'm not interacting with? Yep. Almost fell to me death. Again, this photo is too small and too far away. Again, too far. close do I have to get it? Nope, that's definitely not right. Again, I can't actually see the pattern I'm supposed to be matching. All I can tell is that toward the bottom of it there's an arch. And I've got that part, but I can't tell what I'm actually... Man, Can I find the captured photo? Nope. Yes, a noteworthy shape that I can only kinda see on this image. Not to mention that because of how this works... Oh. Does that do something? It glowed. So did it actually lock into place? Yeah, I still can't actually see the symbol from here. I'm assuming I've got part of this right. No, don't. The Inquisitor moves every now and then. Oh. And he moved away and actually lost me. Ay. He shifted onto his tail, which moved me far enough away not to be able to activate it again. Looks like I could have stopped it almost immediately. Let's see if I have it right. Yes. Well, that was painful. Oh, it's the face of a dragon. Yeah. Variation on a dragon, but I couldn't actually tell that from how minuscule the photo they gave me was. I thought it was a bird. I thought it was a bird for a bit with outstretched wings and the lower legs. Because of how small the image was. I wasted a lot of time. Let's hope that's the last puzzle. Oh. Well, we found the captain.
This must be it.
There they are!
Oh, the captain's here too. Perfect. Looks like they focused their defenses over there.
Ah, they're here.
Huh. I thought the Pyro Archon would choose a frontal assault.
It doesn't matter. They're too late anyway. Stop!
It's too late.
We need to turn it off!
I won't let you do this!
The sound of lament?
What was that sound? It was like a piercing cry!
Now's our chance to turn off the device. Oh, Auroran? How did he just...
Oh, something's happening to Auroran. Oh.
His movements have gotten a lot faster. Was Auroran always this good in battle?
This ends now!
Huh?
Something's wrong.
Defended her. Ooh, what's up?
You are not Auroran. Who are you?
What?
Commander.
You. So, you still recognize me, Commander? I'm glad. Although, I believe you have some more pressing concerns at the moment.
We did it!
You see? You indulge your sense of honor for just a moment, and now you've lost your chance. Even now, you're still the same as ever.
His voice is completely different. Is someone inhabiting Auroran's body?
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander. I didn't expect to see you here, but I have to disagree. Abandoning one's comrades is not the way of a warrior. Why do you care about a doomed man? I know you can see it. He's already close to death. After all, his soul has been incomplete from the start.
Oh, someone said I'm close to death. Is it because of that noise just now? The piercing cry came from underground when I activated the device. What's down there? Natlan's ley lines must be hiding some kind of secret. Am I dying? Oh, no. It's too soon.
Ah, Auroron, it's you. What'll it be today? Oh, why the long face? Don't tell me you still haven't let that go. I knew it was a bad idea to tell you.
I heard everyone wanted me to be the savior.
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person,
Auroron, is that you? Oh, here, have a seat. Let Granny cut you some fruit. We just got a fresh batch. Can I get you anything else? Some grilled meatloaf, maybe? Ask for anything you want. We've got plenty of ingredients.
What about those spiced rub mushrooms you made me last time, Granny Kuimi?
Ah, you liked those, did you? An outlander taught me that recipe, actually. A merchant, to be exact. Never thought about going into business yourself, my boy? You could travel all over.
Our Auroron? A merchant? He's far too honest for that line of work.
Well, at least an honest merchant like him wouldn't prey on old-timers like us.
Everyone said a true savior does not really exist, but then why did my birth open the door to the possibility? Why give people false hope? Maybe I don't need to sacrifice myself, but surely everyone is born for a purpose. So, what's mine? If I had succeeded back then, would the world have become a better place? What's the meaning of my existence?
Done spacing out, Auroron? Did you finish your homework?
Yes, Granny, it's just... Will learning all this really make me as strong as you?
Of course not. I'm a special case. Other shamans study their whole lives without reaching a fraction of my abilities.
Because you're a genius, right?
You could say that. Or maybe I've just been alive longer than the rest of them, and picked up a few tricks that they didn't want to touch. It's rude to bring up a woman's age. Never do that again, no matter the circumstances.
I wasn't the one who brought it up.
Anyway, class is canceled tomorrow. Go have fun.
What about my homework then?
Do what you want. What use is it being as strong as me anyway? You've seen how the tribe treats me. They're all afraid. I try to go about my business, and they practically tremble in fear. Not the most fun way to go about living one's life, I'd say. Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
Granny didn't say it outright, but I think she was trying to comfort me. Don't force yourself. Don't beat yourself up over the past. That's what she always says. But I never forced myself. I never even got the chance to try before it was all over.
Hey, you zoning out over here again? There's such a thing as overwatering the radishes, you know.
I was just looking at the aphids.
Something interesting about them today?
I noticed some on the ground. Maybe it got too cold yesterday and they couldn't handle it.
Bummer. Guess that means less honey this year.
Aoife, do you think being a vet is fun?
Fun? I'm not sure about that. Do you think planting vegetables is fun?
Fun enough, I guess. I don't have anything else to do.
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works. Oh, jeez. That troublemaker's at it again. Auroron, my man, come inside and give me a hand, would you?
Why should I? I thought being a vet was no fun.
Well, I guess there is a fun part. Trying to outsmart these rascals. Come on, give me a hand.
Maybe Aoife was just too nice to tell me the truth. That attempting something above your capabilities will kill you. My soul is unstable. I only survived because I had people to help keep me in one piece. A part of me has always been missing. That's why the other spirit said I was close to death, but...
Why struggle? It's a miracle you were even born. Just close your eyes and wait for death.
It was you, the thing that came out of nowhere.
Thing? I'm a warrior, far stronger than a weakling like you.
I'm not weak. There's just a limit to what I can do.
And that's exactly why your fantasy is so ridiculous. You really think a useless thing like you can save the world?
Useless?
Savior? Ha! Sounds nice, doesn't it? But, does such a person truly exist? Even if they do, why would you have to become that person?
Exactly. Most people live like that. No special purpose or calling. That's just how the world works.
Take it from me. The happiest people are the ones who do their own thing. So do what you want, Auroron. No matter what anyone else has to say.
But I don't want things to end here.
Auroron? It's all right. We'll take things from here.
Every time they marched into battle, I had to stay behind.
Don't worry. With the Archon on our side, the Abyss doesn't stand a chance.
All the best warriors are fighting on the front lines. I want to do my part too.
Both of us are bound to disappear. But your end will come sooner than mine, because you've been broken from the start. Once your soul shatters into pieces and dissipates into the wind, I will take temporary control over this body. I will serve my commander until the end.
No. No, this isn't right. My life can't end like this. I still haven't done anything important with my life. My end will not come first, and I'm not giving up. I can't die here, no! I won't die here!
Auroron! Auroron!
That voice.
Control your mind. Feel the ground beneath your feet. This is not your end.
His eyes are open! He's alive!
You're back.
Well done. You managed to do the impossible.
What do you mean?
Don't try to talk. Focus on holding yourself together.
I can't believe the captain did that.
Maybe he thinks of Auroran as a comrade. He was helping to rein him in all this time.
I'm fine now.
Damage to the soul is a tricky thing. The pain almost consumed you for a moment, but you managed to hold on to yourself. That's no easy feat.
The worst appears to be over.
I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
We can talk about that later.
Our plan. It failed, didn't it? I'm sorry. We were so close.
You saved my life, and now the debt is repaid.
Auroran, I never thought you actually wanted to sacrifice yourself in that ceremony. But you never gave up. Have you come to a conclusion on what it is that you truly want?
I just want an answer. A reason why I exist and why everyone always did so much for me. No one is born a hero, and no one should be treated like one from birth. I had a chance to do something important back then, but I failed. All I want is to find some more ways to make up for that.
The answer you seek now lies before you.
An ancient name of your own.
You are the inheritor of my name. The hero from the Masters of the Nightwind, who shall fight for this generation. Fascinating. You're not the person that the others thought you were. And yet, you're also not the kind of person that you thought you were. It can take a lifetime to truly discover who we really are. Like you, I never thought I had what it took to be a hero. I was too cunning, too self-absorbed. But in the end, I sacrificed my life for this nation. Now, remember your name. Even if others will see a different meaning, it still symbolizes your nobility and yearning.
My ancient name. BD.
It means devotion. You will give your all, not for the sake of a heroic death, but to do justice by the answer you found for your life. For that answer, you will offer all of your strength and be born anew. Through your devotion, you will prove your worth. Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
It's nice to see you again, Sanhaj. With your recognition, we now have the 5th hero of this era.
I am happy to see your plan advance one step further. It seems that my cry did not cause irreversible damage.
What is that voice?
Just as I thought. The Lord of the Night has awakened.
Lord of the Night? As in the one who rules over the Night Kingdom?
I preside over a realm of souls. Due to my limited power, sleep is the only way I can extend my existence. When you activated the device, I awoke and could not hold back my cry. It is a sound that agitates souls. Most of you are unaffected because your souls are intact. But with a damaged soul, the effect on your friend was heightened, and his soul almost shattered as a result. And yet, his soul remains in one piece. He managed to overcome this obstacle through sheer strength of will. A truly impressive feat for a human.
So, was that what caused all his strange behavior earlier?
No. An additional soul was affected. It tried to take refuge in the missing part of your friend's soul, but was ultimately expelled. However, this soul does not hail from Natlan or the Night Kingdom. Its origins remain a mystery to me.
Activating the source mechanism was supposed to reconstruct the ley lines. Why did it awaken you instead?
Because I was the one who originally constructed Natlan's ley lines, otherwise known as the Night Kingdom.
The ancient battle between the Descender and the dragons destroyed the corner of the world, allowing the Abyss to invade. Natlan's ley lines took the worst of the damage. To aid the people of Natlan, the Lord of the Night used the fragments of the old ley lines to reconstruct a similar network. That's how the Night Kingdom was born. The first Pyro Archon, Xbalanque, strengthened that realm and established the rules that aid our fight against the Abyss. The Ode of Resurrection and the Pilgrimage, both of which are practices that survive to this day.
Oh, right! You said before it all came from the power of the heavens.
The ancient dragons tried to use this device to strengthen the ley lines by imbuing them with power. Back then, this method was rather ineffective. They lacked the skills to navigate the intricate structure of the ley lines. And now, the structure of the ley lines has also completely changed. I am the only possible vehicle for the power generated by the device. It was an incredibly crude and painful method, but I managed to absorb some of that power. Now, I can speak to you like this and provide you with aid, such as rebuilding the ley lines once more, at the cost of my own existence.
But why would you make that kind of sacrifice?
The people of Natlan worship me and call me their lord. In the ancient past, before we died out, we were also known by a different name: angels. But adventurers like you are probably more familiar with our devolved form, Seelies.
So, Seelies are angels. Or what is left of them. I was wondering why there were Seeley here, just floating around this chamber. Now I know. They are your kin.
No wonder there are Seelies around here. A Seelie also helped us in the Night Kingdom!
Few angels remain in Natlan, so the same is true of Seelies. Everyone rallied around me and offered their power to humanity to reconstruct the ley lines. Now, I have witnessed your determined pursuit for survival, and I have become your faith. I am very pleased. Moika, inheritor of Shibalonke's will, and leader of Natlan. Despite all the obstacles and misunderstandings, I have awoken, and the efforts of this harbinger and the young hero have imbued me with power. Say the word, and I will once again work to fulfill my mandate, just as I did thousands of years ago. You need only nod your head. For the sake of your people and your nation, for the sake of overcoming the invasion from the Abyss, give me your orders.
I will not. After reconstructing new ley lines, you will cease to exist. The rules of Natlan are founded in the Night Kingdom. If you disappear, so do they. Not to mention, all the memories and legends recorded within the old ley lines will disappear along with you. The people of Natlan will face memory loss, mental disorders, and cognitive issues. Just like the consequences of using the Gnosis, that is a price I refuse to accept.
Humanity's survival is worth any price. Once the Abyss runs rampant, all that remains will be a land of corpses and ruin.
And when the new ley lines are invaded again by the Abyss? What then? How are future generations supposed to survive? A land without the Lord of the Night, without the protection of the rules, is doomed from the start.
You presume too much. If you cannot ensure survival in the present, you have no right to think about the future. What will it take for you to realize that? How many hundreds or thousands will have to die?
The situation hasn't gotten that dire yet, has it?
Why are you so pessimistic about the situation, Captain? What do you know that we do not?
Why? Because I am a survivor of Conria. I've witnessed the devastation and terror of the Abyss with my own eyes.
Conria?
That's right. My family, my comrades, my homeland, were all lost to the Abyss. It is an unforgettable pain. One that no amount of time could ever dull. Not even 500 years. You've experienced something similar, Moika. You should know exactly what I mean.
You're right. The pain, the regret, the catastrophe. They all haunt my dreams to this day.
If I could go back, I would reject all false hope. I would do whatever it took to ensure their survival. You have that chance before you now. Why do you refuse to take it?
Because we don't have the right to make that decision. We love this world because it contains everything we hold dear. Everything that has happened here has moved us, shaped us, and turned us into who we are today. Giving up our memories and history would mean rewriting everything. The people of this world would then become fundamentally different beings, their physical bodies the only connection to their former selves.
Even so, given enough time, a new civilization would inevitably flourish. If you believe in humanity, you should trust in their ability to create a new future.
Or, history could repeat itself. The Abyss could invade once more, and it would all be for nothing.
Can I say something? I once carried the hopes of many people, and I was also desperate to save our nation. In the captain's plan, I saw a chance to ensure our survival. But as I was on the brink of death, my wish for life and purpose was rekindled. I've been very fortunate to be well cared for by all the people in my life. I refuse to forget that. My feelings were so strong, they overrode my compulsion to sacrifice myself for their safety. No matter what path lies before us, we still have a destination. If we lose our way now, we will lose the meaning of our existence.
That's right. Natlan's heroes gave their lives so we could have this chance against the Abyss. Their sacrifices are our blessings. Not only are their deeds and spirits exceptionally meaningful, they may also well be our path to victory. I don't want to give up just yet.
Yeah, we're just one hero short.
The power from the device will allow me to remain awake for some time. I stand at the ready should you change your mind. Even if you fail, you need only send someone my way. My offer still stands. Humanity is truly remarkable. Even the gods in the heavens hold you to be special. Even now, you stand before me, dazzling like the sun.
You must have a profound connection to this land since you're so determined to save it. But what are you really trying to protect? The land or its people?
Pretty sure he wants to hear what you have to say, Traveler.
I want to win. Finally and utterly. So that the Abyss will never again encroach upon Natlan or Tevat entire. What about you?
Fine. I suppose we can wait. Now that Auroron has inherited the memories of his forebear, there's only one hero left. Your plan does have the potential to generate the best outcome. In the meantime, you shall have the aid of all the Fatui under my command.
Thank you. Having such a powerful harbinger on my side is a big advantage. I know we may never completely see eye to eye on what it means to protect life, but for now, I'm willing to fight by your side.
All right, we should let everyone else know about the plan. They're probably still at each other's throats outside.
Good idea. We need to explain the situation.
I have a few more questions for the Lord of the Night.
Oh, guess we'll stick around then.
I'll update everyone outside. Let's meet back up at the stadium.
Yes, I suppose. If we can defeat the Abyss and close their entry, then there would be no need to sacrifice the leylines. With that in mind... Yes, with that in mind, I agree with Mavika. Until there is no hope of victory, true victory, I will carry on as the Pyro Archon intends.
You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
You spoke of the power of the heavens, of angels. Tell me about them.
They do not like being mentioned by name by any living being, be it an ordinary human or one of the seven. They prefer to remain in the shadows as shades. The one you wish to know about? I call her the Ruler of Death. She helped Natlan establish the rules. It was also under her guidance that I created the Night Kingdom. It was an expression of love, as well as an act of reparation. She was seen as having significantly overstepped her authorities as a shade, which quite displeased the almighty... heavenly principles. She succumbed to self-pity as a result, and no longer cared if others discussed her identity. Even so, her existence remains unknown to all but a select few.
Self-pity?
Please don't tell anyone I used that word. I'm just trying to speak plainly to conserve energy. You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
What do you know of the Loom of Fate?
I'm not familiar with that concept. The device is capable of weaving and creating ley lines, you say? Even I cannot create something from nothing. I can only reconstruct the ley lines by reassembling the yet intact components into a new structure. If that power were available to the people of Natlan, they might have a new option against the Abyss. You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
What do you know of this elemental energy and the Abyss?
Phlogiston is Tavak's primordial form of energy. The heavenly principles used phlogiston as a basis for the creation of elemental energy, to develop a power to better counter the Abyss. Have you heard of the concepts of the light realm and the human realm? That explanation might take too long. Light refracts into 7 different colors, which we collectively refer to as a rainbow. Elemental energy is a similar concept. It's essentially the modern counterpart of phlogiston. You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
What of ancient names? How do they factor into this?
Ah, yes. Yes. The artisan from the Children of Echoes has yet to mention the matter to me. Probably because the young girl from the Masters of the Nightwind is absent. No matter. I'll reach out in a dream and tell them what needs to be done.
Did you just refer to Lolly as the young girl? Now I'm confused again. About how old is Lolly, really?
Young girl?
What? Did I say something wrong? You come to me with many questions, and you should be rewarded for your bravery. Ask, and you shall have the knowledge you seek.
Young girl, you call her, when other people refer to her as Granny, and she looks like a 20-something. Ugh. And your opinion on the matter is even harder to parse out, for the simple reason that you're an ancient god, an angel. So are you speaking literally, or are you speaking in a matter of perspective? Because to a 1,000-year-old god, someone who's only 100 would be young. Ugh, well, I doubt I'm going to get a straight answer on this. So I have no more questions. And the Sealy are... I'm assuming the Sealy are not going to... Yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to interact with them, it seems. So phlogiston is the origin of elemental energy. Interesting. Well, let's rejoin the others. I wonder, how much more is there to this Archon quest, considering we just got the major question and answer segment that usually ends the quest? Oh, well, we're back out in the open. Ah, now we have to return to the speaker's chamber, it seems. Very well. I wonder, will the captain be joining us for this conversation? It would be quite interesting if he were actually part of the inner circle now. Though it seems the only logical next step after everything that's happened.
In that case, allow me to formally welcome the Fatui to our cause. We now face a common enemy. It's time to put our differences behind us and look to the future. As for Auroron, his actions may have been out of line, but I don't intend to punish him right now. I'd rather give him a chance to prove himself.
A magnanimous decision.
We're back! Whoa, seeing the two of you chatting like this, Paimon almost feels like she's dreaming.
I feel better about our chances, quite frankly.
This may be an unexpected outcome, but a favorable one nonetheless. Now that we're all here, I have some questions of my own. Tell me, how did you discover the source mechanism?
We weren't getting any closer to obtaining the Gnosis, so I had my men scour Natlan for a different option. Auroron helped as well. We tracked down 3 scholars, Aberawa, Bosomtwe, and Kushtal, and combined the results of their research to locate this ancient device.
I've never heard those names before. Seems like my own investigation failed to locate some critical personnel. I'm just not sure how I missed them.
Strange. Perhaps they simply live in seclusion. In any case, their results speak for themselves.
That's true. Now we have another option at our disposal. Compared to using the Gnosis, our current plan will buy us some time. And if all else fails, we still have this plan as a last resort, even though executing it will come at a heavy cost.
But that means making everyone forget their past! We should definitely try to avoid it if we can. Oh, actually, speaking of the Gnosis, how did you know what it could do?
That story begins with the Cataclysm 500 years ago. I failed to save Conria from the rampage of the Abyss. When the situation became unsalvageable, I fled to Natlan with the remainder of my platoon, only to find that Natlan had fallen victim to the same tragedy. I defended this land for quite some time, and, in the process, met the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, Aizu. I'm sure many people viewed Conria as the cause of the tragedy, but Aizu was kind to me all the same, and even helped me in my time of need. From that moment, I made it my mission to aid Natlan. In battle, a warrior fights to win. Even though my homeland was lost, I was already committed to this fight. Together, Aizu and I fought many battles and overcame countless hardships. However, he was unable to escape his fate, and, in his final moments, told me the secret of the Gnosis.
So it was him. He recommended using the Gnosis on several occasions, even before the tragedy. But I turned him down each time. You knew him, and you fought for Natlan all those years ago. Why don't I recognize you? It must be the mask.
Even without the mask, my past appearance is long gone. Even with the curse of immortality, the flesh still rots.
Wait, do you know someone named Dainsleif? That problem doesn't seem quite so extreme for him.
You've met him already?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Sounds like you know him too.
During the Age of Conria, All I knew was his name. The last time I saw him in person, he was traveling with the princess. He carries a degree of pain and hatred that far surpasses my own.
Back then, you said you didn't want to fight me. Was it really because of my sister?
Yes. You're the brother of the princess. Given the role I held in Conria, I would prefer not to harm you. Although, this is likely a self-imposed burden. If the princess saw me now, I doubt she would even recognize me. As for your question, I don't know how Dane managed to slow the deterioration of his body. My appearance is much changed, and that's not the only thing. Even my physical strength is a shadow of what it once was.
I would have never known. During our battle, it felt like I was fighting against the pinnacle of human strength.
And I still lost. I deserve no praise for that outcome. Still, it's a shame we never faced off 500 years ago. You could have seen what I was truly capable of.
I agree. Had we fought then, I'd also have been more motivated to go all out.
So, all that commotion back at the stadium, and you're saying neither of you were using your full strength?
I'd say we're evenly matched. If we face off again, victory will come down to who wants it more.
I imagine you held back since there were spectators around that could have gotten hurt. But capitalizing on that situation would have only led to a hollow victory. It would have been no different than taking hostages. My goal was the Gnosis, and I failed to obtain it. That means I lost, plain and simple.
Speaking of the Gnosis, what are you going to tell the Tsaritsa? How are you going to explain any of this to her?
Her Majesty the Tsaritsa allows every Harbinger the freedom to pursue the meaning of their existence. When the time comes, that freedom can take precedence over her orders. That's why our methods can be so radically different, despite sharing the same goal and the same sovereign. I needed the Gnosis because I came here to save Natlan. That was my primary motive. Once Natlan is saved, if the Gnosis still remained in my possession, I could bring it back to Snezhnaya.
My decision regarding the Gnosis will not change. So let's focus on the Abyss for now.
Right! What happens when all 6 heroes are together?
And the heavens were mentioned earlier. Anything to do with that?
We will unleash a great power that can be used to thwart the Abyss. But only once. It's a power that Xbalanque gained from Renova. Renova is a god whose existence predates any Archon. You can think of her like an emissary of the heavenly principles. She controls the power of death.
Wait, is that why you have the Ode of Resurrection?
Yes. Renova also orchestrated Natlan's rules. As for the Divine Throne, like I said before, when a human ascends to the Divine Throne, their inner flame will awaken. The size of the flame depends on the person's potential. The same principle applies to the ruler of Death's power, with one notable distinction. The amount of power inherited will not change depending on your ability to tolerate it. In other words, it's a kind of power that not everyone can withstand. But if you survive the trial, you will gain unprecedented strength, and the ability to harness powers more formidable than any Archon.
That still sounds really risky.
We cannot walk this path without accepting risk. Mualani charged into the Night Kingdom despite the abyssal contamination. Auroron fought back from the brink of death. In the face of their bravery, I must respond in kind. That is my duty.
Spoken like a true leader.
All right, that's enough for one day. You should head back and get some rest. I'm sure you're exhausted. The Abyss will likely sense the change in Auroron. It's possible the frequency of the attacks will increase. There are many challenges to come, so we need to be prepared.
When you put it that way, Paimon feels even more exhausted. Alright, let's head back.
Now I'm very curious about what the captain's original appearance was, and what exactly he looks like now.
Now that we're working together, we'll need to coordinate our efforts. I'll leave a portion of my forces for you to command.
That will definitely help relieve some pressure. You're sure they won't object?
It's an order. I will make that clear.
Excellent. I appreciate your trust.
And the captain is mighty tall. He's actually taller than Nouvelette. It'll be interesting if he actually becomes a playable unit. Will that added height make him the fastest runner in the game, I wonder? Though fastest runner would probably still go either to Shilonen or Yelan, simply because their ability literally makes them run faster than anybody else does. And for once, it being night is entirely reasonable.
That hurts.
Oh, silent Kachina.
The monsters keep increasing in number. It's like something changed.
It's definitely unusual, and we should all be careful. But don't worry too much. You have us by your side. If there's one thing the Abyss fears, it's strength. If they think we're easy prey, they've got another thing coming. Oh, someone's calling us.
Oh? Who's...
Something wrong, Traveler?
Dread. Well, time is of the essence, but what choice do we have? Okay. Minor secondary objectives are present. So let's have a look around, I guess. Yep. Ah, Shilonen.
Nope. We can't give any of these to our soldiers. They were not tempered correctly at the forge. Well-made weapons and shields are vital for the survival of our people. I know we're under a lot of pressure, but we can't compromise on quality. Listen, I'm not blaming you. I know this isn't your usual standard of work. Why don't you all just take a break and I'll take care of the pieces.
Hey, Shilonen? Is something wrong?
Nothing I can handle. Just, some rushed defective goods, that's all. Even the most skilled craftsmen make mistakes under pressure, and if you two want to avoid the same fate, you should really get some rest.
You must be exhausted too.
Don't worry. I like it that way.
You're a cat. Cats definitely don't go in for hard labor. That's simply not a thing.
You should, head back and get some rest. I need to fix some things here first.
So yes, very uncat-like not to sleep at all hours. Oh well. Minor quibble is all it is. Okay, now... figure out where the others may be found. Ah, Kanish. So we're in for the silent treatment here.
Kanish, you made it back in one piece!
And because the auto-scroll is going to go way too fast, I have to make sure it doesn't by turning it off for this.
Oh, these must be friends of yours. Well, head out then. See you later.
No. I imagine it wasn't. Not for you, anyway, but the captain... well, it only made sense that he would help in the end.
Yeah, a lot happened while we were in the ruin. We'll tell you about it some other time. We won't keep you then. Let's talk later.
Yes, he does. Alright. So, there's one more. Look around near the inn.
Choose carefully. Don't worry. I always
I think we're getting too far to be considered near the inn. So, let's go back in. See if they're actually waiting inside. Nope.
Auroron.
Almost sounded like she said moron there.
Granny? What's wrong, Granny? It looks like you have something to say.
You know exactly what you did. You need some sense knocked into you, that's what I think. Now, where do I even begin?
I'm sorry.
Now that you have nowhere to run, that's when you apologize? You couldn't wait to run off last time, and the time before that.
Pretty sure I apologized those times too.
What exactly were you thinking? Being a wanted criminal is one thing, but then you also tried to pull off that whole thing in the ancient ruin. I'm not the one who needs an apology. Apologize to yourself for risking your life.
Okay. I'm sorry. I don't have anything to say for myself, Granny. Yell at me all you want. I know I messed up.
You better be sincere. This is an incredibly serious matter.
I'm being sincere, I promise. I've seriously reflected on my actions. I know what I did was risky, and I know I made some bad choices, but I don't regret it. I just had to do something. Not because I thought I was special, but because I wanted to help Natlan as much as I can. Of course, in the end, I just ended up causing more trouble, so you're right. My apology doesn't mean much, but I don't know what else I can say. You even had Aoife bring me that gem. A simple thank you isn't enough, but still. Thank you, Granny.
You're welcome. Just make sure to thank Aoife sometime.
I will.
Anyway, don't feel too grateful. I tampered with the bag to copy a portion of your memories.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Of course you didn't. You forget how many years I have on you. Like you could uncover one of my tricks. Anyway, I have something else to tell you. The Pyro Archon has discussed your case with the others. Many of your actions violated the rules of Natlan, and you should understand you'll have to take responsibility for that.
I understand.
But your efforts weren't entirely meaningless in the end. In addition to giving us another failsafe, you saved yourself with sheer force of will and managed to become a hero. Huh. Not too shabby, grandson.
Did the Traveler in Paimon tell you to say that?
What? No! I said that because I mean it!
I can't believe you're complimenting me at a time like this. You normally let your fist do the talking.
You're not off the hook just yet. I told the Traveler I was going to break your legs, and I meant every part of it.
Could you not? I still need them to walk.
Trying to negotiate, are you? All right, make me an offer.
Given all the good things that I managed to accomplish, can you let me off the hook this one time? I promise to do better in the future.
Fine. I can let this slide for now. But I'll be watching. We'll see if I change my mind. Oh, a Traveler, Paimon. Didn't expect to see you here.
Hello!
Talking things out with your grandson? I'm still weirded out by the terminology here.
Yes. Looking after these little rascals is rather exhausting.
Taking care of the Traveler isn't easy either. Paimon's life is an uphill battle.
Excuse me? What's this now?
Traveler, Paimon, I want to thank you for your help back at the ruin.
Just don't do anything like that ever again, thank you.
I won't.
Let's get together sometime. If Auroron really wants to thank you, he can treat us all to a tasty meal.
Sounds great! We'll be there!
Ay ay. Oh, and now they're all gone. So no further chats to be had with them. Oh well. Okay. So now all that's left is to take a good night's rest. Even though it looks like it's broad daylight out already. Oh well. Sleep is sleep.
If you're done for the day, we should get some rest. Paimon has a feeling we'll need it for tomorrow.
Oh yes. Yep, let's rest.
You ready?
Yep. Let's go meet the Lord of the Night.
Ah, they're making the ancient name. So we're not finished quite yet. This is running a bit on the long side, but can't be helped, I suppose.
So, this is where you heard the Lord of the Night? Guess that means she really has awakened. Hopefully we made it before she falls asleep again.
Fret not. I'm still here. For a weak life form, falling asleep is no less taxing an exercise than staying awake.
I'm sorry for disturbing your rest, but there's something we didn't have the chance to ask you earlier. We need to forge a new ancient name for the Traveler. But we ran into a problem. He's not from Natlan, so there are no records of him in the Night Kingdom.
I see. Malwika must hold him in high regard. It would seem the two of you are not simply here on her orders. So, what say you? Do you believe this traveler to be deserving? Speak your mind. There are no others here. You are both my children, both children of Natlan. I would hear your opinions on the matter.
He is special. He saved Kachina and devoted himself to helping us avert this disaster. Natlan owes him a debt. But that debt has not been repaid, and with an ancient name, we can at least guarantee his safety.
Even though that guarantee will come at the cost of your own life?
Yes.
So, it's true. Forging an ancient name consumes the life of the craftsman.
Forging an ancient name is an act of creation. It involves taking disparate concepts throughout the Night Kingdom and condensing them into a heroic epic. But it takes time for the new concept to be integrated into that realm. If the ancient name is like a seed, then the life of the craftsman is the outer shell, serving as its protection. Once that process is complete, the seed will sprout, and having served its purpose, the outer shell will gradually disappear. Forging an ancient name is no easy task, and creating one for an outlander makes it even more challenging. Still, if you're here, that means your mind is set.
Yes, because I believe forging this name will be well worth it. We don't know how long we'll be able to hold back the abyss or what the final price of averting this disaster will be. If giving up my life means that all the people of Natlan can have a future, then the sacrifice is practically negligible. Even when I'm staring death in the face, I don't think I'll regret this decision. I bear the name Baraka. This is a part of my duty.
I understand. The chance may be exceedingly slim, but you still want to seize it, because this could be the final step to victory. And you, Sidlali, the anxiety you feel, it's because you saw something, yes? Something you were not meant to see.
So, you know about that too?
What is she talking about?
I've had concerns for a long time. Malwika's plan needs too much time, and too many things can go wrong. The Masters of the Night Wind have a ceremony that can be used to glimpse the future. It's just... using this power on the Pyro Archon has always been seen as a taboo.
And you did it anyway? What did you see?
Death.
How?
A key part of Malwika's plan is using the 6 heroes to release the power Xbalanque obtained from the ruler of death. Considering its origins, the price of using that power is death.
You're saying Malwika is going to die in this war against the Abyss?
Yes.
I can't just ignore what I saw. That's why I need the Traveler's power. I need the power of a Descender.
Don't forget, Sidlali. Even if it may seem like someone is fated to die, the nature of death and fate are different. Fate indicates what will happen in the future. The time, manner, and place are all predetermined. But death is different. Death is a rule. The ruler of Death's power will allow Moeka to triumph over the Abyss. But she must offer her own life in the process. The ruler of Death cares little for the time and manner of a death. She simply guarantees that it will occur. Fate may be able to influence the timing, but that is all the Traveler can change.
Wait, you're saying we might be able to change when she dies, but not the outcome?
I cannot help you with this, I'm afraid. It's beyond my capabilities.
Moeka knows about all this, doesn't she?
Yes. I imagine she has long accepted this eventuality.
Well, I can't. She's so strong. She never gives up, never rests until a problem is solved. She's not the type of person to just quietly accept her death. The Traveler shares that quality. That's why I think this gamble is worth it. Together, I know they can overcome the impossible. Be it fate or death.
We shall have to wait and see, but I will curb my expectations. My time is running out. It is my honor to witness humanity in this moment of absolute determination.
We won't forget your contributions. Once we deal with the Abyss, we'll find a way to keep you alive.
Thank you for saying that, but there is nothing you can do. How many years of life are enough? 10? 100? 1,000? 10,000? The Night Kingdom will disappear. The humans will continue to fight against the Abyss, and in the end, all will cease to exist. When you consider all of that, extending my life is meaningless.
That's what makes us different. Even if our end comes tomorrow, humanity will still do whatever it takes to survive today.
Exactly.
Times like these always fill me with admiration and reinforce my commitment to the mandate I shoulder. My Creator was right in esteeming you as special above others. Here. This is my gift to you and an extension of my will. It can record the Traveler's experiences in this land, whether from the past or the future. With it, you can forge the ancient name you desire, and the Traveler will also become a hero forever recorded in the memory of Natlan.
Thank you. We're sorry to ask this of you when your strength is already all but spent.
Really. Thank you so much.
Your thanks are unnecessary. This is the least that an angel can do. Time for you to leave. It's getting dark.
So Shalonen and Moeka are both doomed to die here. Unless that item that the Lord of the Night gave
with all the
her.
noise outside. Forget it. Let's go check it out.
I see. Hopefully the veil that she gave them will allow Shalonen at least to live.
Shilon and Sitlali, is there a reason you're up so early?
We went to see the Lord of the Night, and she gave us this. Like I said before, I couldn't forge your ancient name because there was no record of you in the Night Kingdom. But with this, we can finally record your deeds.
Just keep it with you during your time in Natlan. And eventually, it'll be full of your adventures.
Really? Let Paimon see!
Seems there's quite a bit undone. All may be sacrificed for the beloved land. Your encouragement tasted victory. Oh, I see. The check should last longer than that.
Whoa, it's the two of us! And a sun in the middle! Oh, and that must be... Kachina?
It's not a concrete medium. It reflects the Lord of the Night's will, and shows what she wants you to see.
Oh, in other words, don't worry about its form. When you want to check the contents, just take it out and have a look.
Sounds convenient! It's also super light and doesn't take up too much space. This is a really awesome gift.
It didn't come at a price, did it?
We'd feel bad accepting something like that.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, you two. It's, you know, like you saw yesterday, aiding humanity is the Lord of the Night's mandate. She would have willingly reconstructed Natlan's ley lines at the cost of her own existence. She wouldn't ask anything in return for this.
Exactly. Just take it.
So you're not going to tell him about your sacrifices?
If you say so.
Yep, silent Kachina. Oh dear.
So soon? We just fought them off.
We can figure that out later. Let's go!
Oh dear. Well, we're in for it now, it seems. Well, let's find out how far off the battle is, because I might need a break before we get to this. And it is a lot to chew on, knowing that 2 of our people are going to die.
I see. I'll send reinforcements to those 2 locations. This other one is too dangerous. I'll handle it myself. The remaining locations are remote with no inhabitants. Let's bring our warriors back and make sure they're careful on the retreat.
Understood. I'll spread the word.
We're here. What's going on? Kachina said the Abyss attacked again?
Yes, it's not looking good. Our forces have always been able to handle the sporadic attacks, but now, there are more monsters than ever, and the attacks are more frequent.
What about the scale? What areas are they targeting?
All of Natlan. Not just around the stadium, but even the remote areas of the Collective of Plenty are reporting attacks.
Could this also be some kind of omen? If things continue like this, then...
We won't last much longer, I know. What we're seeing now is the desperation of the Abyss. It knows we're only 1 hero short. I don't have the strength to fight it right now. This is its best opportunity and its final chance.
You're saying we just have to hold out for as long as we can?
It'll be a long fight. Our current focus needs to be on protecting civilians and conserving manpower. There are caravans and adventurers trapped in the wild. Many of our warriors have already left to rescue them, but they'll need reinforcements. All right. Shilonen, Kachina, head to the camp near the Children of Echoes. Citlali, you're needed in the Masters of the Nightwind. As an important figure in the plan, Auroron will stay here. Your tribe is too far from the stadium.
Understood. I'll leave right away.
I prepared a hot air balloon to take you where you're needed. Messengers from the Scions of the Canopy are traveling all around Natlan. Update them once you've completed your mission, and they'll compile the information into a battle report. As I receive intel from the various regions, I'll plan your next move.
All right, no time to lose. Let's go!
What about us? Where should we go?
I received word that a small team escorting civilians back to the stadium was attacked. They won't be able to hold out for long. Can I leave them to you? Thank you. The hot air balloon is over there.
A new meter for abyssal corrosion. Okay. A new mission type. I wonder how many of these there'll be. Well, I think I'm going to take a break here. This has run on rather long. So, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Do remember to check out my Elden Ring Let's Play. And as always, have a good day.